All right. Well, let's start with recognition. It is January 31st. And first, before we start with that, January 31st, we have an amazing guest speaker tonight. I'm so excited for you guys to meet our hidden gem on Team SB. She is freaking rocking it, and I'm going to let her coach introduce her in a second. But we still have a couple hours left in this month. And for those of you that are still pushing to lock in your goals, this month is 150%. I'm going to mute everybody's lines. 150% not over yet. So if you're sitting, especially at Success Club 2, Success Club 4 right now, guys, you have plenty of time to make it happen. We have to really set ourselves up for this Team Cut month, which is going to be, in my opinion, I know between both of our teams, it's going to be record-breaking. And I can feel it. I'm excited about it. And I just got on Facebook and saw that in the first 5 days of the year, first 5 days of February, Carl is giving away $100 to the top 100 Success Club point earners. So if you are a diamond and below, you have an opportunity to, if you just go ham over the next couple of days and you're one of the top 100 Success Club point earners, you have an opportunity to win $100. And I think Mackenzie got that before. Carl literally will send you a note and a $100 bill. It's pretty freaking incredible. So freaking bust out of the gate in February. But before we get to anything else, does anybody have anybody that they want to recognize? New coaches, rank advancements tomorrow, anything like that? Success starters, anything?
I want to recognize, I have 4 new coaches this month who all locked in Success Club. Marjorie and Morgan and Aaron and Jody. And you guys know what a huge deal that is coming into the business the first month and being able to achieve that goal. So incredibly proud of them. Who is it? Aaron and Jody are halfway to Emerald, and Marjorie made it to Emerald, all hit Success Club. So great job, ladies.
Yay, congratulations. That's huge.
I want to shout out Jeannie. She's a new January coach. She locked in Success Club yesterday, so it's her brand new first month as a coach. And also Kaylin Millick it's her first month as a coach as well, and she's in Success Club. So exciting! It's such a big deal, you guys, to lock that in your first month.
So huge. Let's see here. I know that Alana's not on here, and she wanted me to recognize her new coach, Christine, who's on the call. So welcome, Christine, to the team. We're so excited you're here. And I also have a new coach, Allie Daniels. I don't know if she's on right now, but she just started, and I am really, really excited to have her as part of our team too. So welcome. Anybody else want to welcome a new coach?
I have a new coach. I don't think she's on right now, but her name's Erica, so we're joining another Erica to our team. Super excited to have her on the team. She's been thinking about this for months and finally signed up yesterday.
Yay, welcome, Erica. Anybody else have anyone they want to shout out? All right. Well, is everybody...
Kelsey, I'll give you a shout out for leading the board, or you tied again with Lauren. I don't know, but you were.
Unless she passed me. Did you pass me yet, Lauren? 26?
I was going to say, you were leading yesterday, I think. Is it tied now?
She's been giving me a run for my money all month. She's made it fun. It's been fun. We're both competitive. So
you both deserve a congrats because you guys are amazing. So congratulations to you both. Mac, you too. I know you're running 2 accounts this month. Hitting the 20s. You guys are killing it.
Is everybody on this call on a Team Cup team? Because tonight is the last night to get registered. So if you are not on one, if you're somebody that's kind of like, oh crap, I'm not on a team, make sure you post in your team page if you find the other people who do not have one. So that way you guys can get on the team. This is a good opportunity, y'all, to get on a team and to win some pretty cool stuff. I think if you hit Success Club, you're getting an umbrella, which is really cool looking. And if your whole team hits Success Club, you're getting like a coach thermal from corporate. And plus this one's different because you're getting summit perks out of this one. So you're getting like, you're also getting access to Carl's group. I was in that group last year leading into summit, and it is amazing. Like, he is in there with you. He's in there like posting every single day. So if you haven't requested to be in that group, definitely make sure you do that too. But your prizes, I think, what is the prize? Oh, you get like a little sticker on your lanyard at Summit if you hit Success Club. And then if your whole team does, you're going to get access to a workout of whatever our brand new program that's being released this summer is going to be. So your whole team should be rallying to get in Success Club just so you can go do that workout, because you only get one at Summit, and getting that second one is like, hell yeah. So just definitely make sure you get registered. And like I said at the beginning of the call, if you're not at Success Club, if you're sitting at Success Club 4, 2, work hard. You guys can do it. You can find, I know you all know one person that you can help before midnight tonight. I know you can. Natalie, do you have anything else you want to say before I let Rebecca introduce Lauren?
Nope, I think that's just basically focusing on Team Cup and making sure that, we're all getting enrolled tonight. You guys don't want to miss the boat on Team Cup. I'm telling you, you'll regret it 5 days into the new month. So if you have yet to have a team, just make sure that you post in your big team pages and rally and get people to sign up with you. It doesn't matter who it is. And just take the lead and sign up.
All right. So I wish that I could claim Lauren as my own, but I cannot. My coach, Rebecca, I'm going to let her introduce Lauren because she knows Lauren's story the best, and you guys are in for a real treat tonight. If you want to go ahead, Rebecca.
All right. I am so excited for this. You're going to hear from Lauren, and she is just crazy. That's all I can say. She and we went to college together, but we never met. We were kind of those Facebook friends that you have, but you don't really know them. She's a news reporter and anchor, and she started Beachbody in September. I was looking back. We met today to go over a few things, and sorry, that's my dog. I was like looking back through our old messages, and I saw that I invited her 10 times. No, I invited her like 6 times. It started to challenge groups. It started back in June of 2016, and that's the power of follow-ups. But I was persistent because she was one of those, she wasn't a silent follower. She was very, she messaged me, reached out to me, liked all my stuff, commented on my stuff. And she just kept saying no. So I just kept asking. Whenever she did sign up, she saw insane results. And I'll let her tell you more of her story, but I literally was in awe of how amazing her transformation was with just 21 days. So I asked her to coach. She said no. And that was 10 times. I asked her to coach 10 times. I tallied it up. And she, I'll let her go into more about that. But whenever she did finally say yes, she started officially coaching in December. She hit Success Club 8. And I was so proud of her then. And, I remember that she, was asking all these questions, and she's just a student. And that's the most important thing. She was always wanting to learn more, and she's so genuine. And you'll hear that whenever she's talking to you guys tonight. But currently in her second month of coaching, she is sitting at Success Club 26. Her second month of coaching. It's just crazy to me. And it's insane that, whenever you have the desire and the want and the drive to, do this, it's possible for anybody, a second month coach. It's possible for you too. So I'll let her take it away, but I just want to say that I'm so proud of her and that I am so blessed to have her a part of our team. So take it away, Lauren.
Thanks, Rebecca. Okay, awesome. So I wanted to kind of start off with how I got involved with Beachbody and just kind of my story. It's a little bit of a long one. Like you just heard Rebecca say how many times I said no to either the challenge groups and then just coaching in general. So like Rebecca said, I'm a reporter and an anchor at a TV station. I'm from Pittsburgh, and I work at this TV station that's about an hour from Pittsburgh. It's in Steubenville, Ohio, and I've been working there for about 2.5 years, coming up on 3 years here. I started off as a producer, doing behind the scenes stuff. And then I started anchoring and reporting. I've been doing that for about over a year now. So I just love my job, which is really obviously important. So I kind of my whole life have just been up and down with my weight and up and down with my health and fitness goals. You know, throughout college, I gained the freshman like 20. That first semester was just really bad. And then, you know, after that, I started losing weight. And just ever since then, it's just been a roller coaster ride of just not being in a good place in my health. I was, you know, I was either at that really good place or I was just at rock bottom. I like couldn't control my eating and I couldn't control just a lot of things. So I started just kind of, I was all over the place. So fast forward to this time last year, January of last year, I moved. So I was living by myself in this current house that I'm in. It's just closer to work, which is really nice. So all of last year was kind of a really cool, awesome year for me. I was able to take a lot of vacations. I saved up a lot of vacation time for my first year of working, which was really awesome. And pretty much from April to September, I had something every month. Like my sister was studying abroad in Germany, so I went over to visit her. Then the next month I had a wedding in Texas. You know, from there it was like family reunions and all this stuff. So as you can imagine, just like that, having all of that craziness happening with traveling, I was so out of control with my eating. And also during this time, I was involved with another health and wellness company, which mainly focused on supplements. And so, you know, I would do a challenge with them, and I'd lose all this weight. And then a week later, I'd start eating badly and just fell off the track and gained a lot of weight back. So it was just like a year of just like going all over the place. Like I was up, I was down. It was really bad. And also I think moving out played a big role in how terrible my health was, because I didn't have anyone to tell me, oh, hey, you should probably not eat pizza again tonight, and you should probably put that ice cream down. So I didn't have like that support or accountability, I guess. Like I was just kind of doing my own thing by myself, living by myself. So, yeah, so I think it was just a crazy year. So over the summer, actually, I reached out to Rebecca because I was really into the Jillian Michaels DVDs. So I reached out to Rebecca, this girl that I knew from college, but didn't really know, but kind of knew because I knew she was involved with Beachbody. I was like, oh my gosh, girlfriend, tell me about this Beachbody thing, because I'm getting bored of this Jillian Michaels DVDs. I can't do them anymore. I've done them all, I swear to God. And she's like, oh yeah, blah, 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 I love it. You have access to so many workouts and all this stuff. And I was like, okay, cool. I was like, yeah, I think I'm going to do it. And she's like, oh my gosh, that's awesome, blah, blah, blah. What kind of shakes do you want? All this stuff. And I'm like, whoa. Girl, I just want the workouts. I don't want anything else. I just want the workouts. And she's like, okay, well, I can't guarantee results unless you're doing the workouts, the shakes, and the nutrition. And I'm thinking, okay, whatever, girl. Listen, I just want the workouts. So I just got Beachbody on demand by myself and started doing some of the workouts. And, that worked for great a week or 2 weeks. I was like consistent with it, but I didn't have that support. I'm living by myself and just making terrible decisions and terrible choices. So it just was bad. So I did that over the summer. So I think June, July is when I got bought originally, but I wasn't doing anything else with it. I just got bought. So I remember getting ready and packed up and prepared for my last trip of that year, the last Raw. I was going up to Rhode Island to visit friends. And I remember packing for this trip, and I'm trying on clothes, and I'm like trying to figure out weather-wise, in September. And I'm trying to put on these clothes, and every single outfit that I put on was just horrendous. Like my jeans were tight, not even just sitting down, but standing up, like jeans that used to be like, like they used to fit me and they used to be even big on me. Everything I put on, and it was so terrible. I just hated how I felt and I hated how I looked. I even avoided mirrors, which I don't even know how you can avoid not looking at yourself when you're on TV. I did it somehow. I tried to avoid that as much as possible. So I remember I was packing my bags and I was just so upset. So I messaged Rebecca, and actually I messaged Rebecca when she was on the Diamond Retreat with you guys. And I messaged her, I reached out, and I was like, oh my gosh, hey, I just need some help. I need some support. I need something. I would love to join one of your challenge groups. And she of course got me all set up. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to give this 21-day fix a shot because I've heard so many great things about it. So might as well give it a shot. So the day after I got back from this trip, I started on September 19th, which was a Tuesday. Stephanie. That was a Tuesday. So I'm thinking, I didn't even know that starting on a Monday was a thing. Didn't even realize that was something that you just do. I just started on Tuesday because that's what I wanted. So, I printed the calendars and I made sure I had all the days lined up and my Sundays were my Mondays or whatever. So, I had such great success with the 21-day fix. I lost 11 pounds and 4 inches in 21 days. Like, what? I was just seriously stunned by that. I was so excited. I remember texting Rebecca the whole time. And she, I think it was 3 or 4 days into that our challenge group, I was posting, I guess, what a coach would post in these challenge groups. So just how I was feeling in that workout. I remember going back to my very first post and just what I wrote and how I was feeling and, how I just never wanted to go back to that person that I was. So Rebecca messaged me on Instagram. She's like, hey, I have a question for you. Would you ever consider coaching? I'm thinking, in my head, I'm thinking, girl, you're crazy. But we were reading the messages back and they were very nice messages. I was just like, oh, I don't think, thanks anyway, blah, blah, blah. So then I finished that, lost 11 pounds. Then I did Sean Week. And then the 21-day fix again. And I lost another 5 to 6 pounds. I'm like, what is happening? Then I did Shift Shop and lost another 5 pounds. And of course, during all of this, Rebecca's messaging me, oh my God, listen, you need to coach. You need to coach. Thinking, okay. I really was on the fence. I was eventually after she kept asking and after I kept seeing these awesome results and I really fell in love with the programs and I fell in love with everything about Beachbody, I started to consider it. So Rebecca got me on the phone with Kelsey and we started talking and I had all of these concerns about coaching. I guess my 3 main things about coaching that I was like, okay, I don't think I can do this or I don't know if this is going to work. The first thing was I was pretty concerned about already being involved with another health and wellness company because I was already messaging people. I was messaging people and copying, pasting the script and saying, hey, I messaged so many people, knew that I was doing this. And I remember Kelsey saying, okay, listen, that doesn't matter because if people see that you are having such great results from this and people see that you are genuinely loving this and just people just know that you're genuine and they see that you're loving it and that this is something that's working for you and that it's something that could potentially work for someone else. So I was like, all right, concern 1 is out. Concern 2 I had was had to do with my work schedule. So my work schedule is crazy. I basically wake up at 2:30 in the morning. In fact, I will be waking up probably in 6 hours to go to work. I work the early morning shift, so I work 4 a.m. to 12:30 most days. So I'm thinking, how the heck am I going to reach out to people when I'm working these crazy shifts? How am I gonna do this? And wow, what do you know? Kelsey used to be a reporter, not only reporter, but a morning reporter, same exact shift. She just knew, she knew exactly what I was going through. And Kelsey built her business basically in the morning and on the shift. So I'm thinking, okay, I think I could do this. And just talking about how when you reach out to people, obviously you're not going to text someone at 4 a.m, but hey, you're allowed to pop into people's Facebook inboxes and pop into their Instagram messages. Yes, So I just, yeah, so I was like, okay, that's fine. And then the last thing, which I feel like everyone starting out is like so hesitant about, is the posting part. So I was like, I'm like nervous about the posting. And honestly, like, I feel like in my head, I'm thinking of those like few people that are going to make comments, the people at work that are just going to like, just run their mouth about what I'm doing. And they still do every single day. Every single day someone says something and I'm like, you just ignore them. But I was just nervous about the posting thing. And Kelsey again said, listen, if you're loving this and if you love doing this, then like, who cares what other people think? People are like, you are literally doing this to help people, and you have to ignore anyone that has a stupid opinion and just put it off to the side, because it doesn't matter, because what you're doing matters. And that was like, ding, ding, ding. So even after we had that conversation with Kelsey and Rebecca, it still took me a couple weeks. But then I remember when Rebecca signed me up as a discount coach to get the discount on the shakes, because I was loving the shakes, got this little blue box in the mail, and I'm reading through this box and I'm thinking, interesting. So I listened to the national wake up call, and I'm texting Rebecca about it. And she's probably confused as all get out, because she's like, why is she texting me about this? So I just started like really just watching people's posts, and I like followed Kelsey like a creeper, and I'm just watching what she's doing. I'm thinking, this is really cool. Like, I love this. This would be so much fun to do. So I remember texting Rebecca later that night, later that night. And I'm like, girlfriend, I'm in, let's do this. So I was like really excited to get started. And that was the end of November is when I officially started as a coach. So, so I was really excited. I went through all of the new coach training, and basically December was kind of like, I don't want to say a trial month, because I like went through all the training, but I was starting to, slowly learn things and learn how the business works. So, so I helped 4 people in December, and I posted my coming out post on December 6th. And I couldn't believe the amount of support that I had on my coming out post. It was like, I was literally in tears of it. I posted it on Facebook, and I think I got like nearly like 400 likes and like dozens of comments. And then I posted it on Instagram, and I was near like 350 likes. And I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. And the day after that, which this took probably like 3 or 4 hours, but I made sure I had like the picture up on one screen, like on my iPad, and I had my phone in my other hand. And I went through and I thanked every single person that liked it and every single person that commented on it. Like no matter if it was a potential challenger or a potential person that I thought I could help or not. It was like old, young, like guys, girls, like family, whatever. I just went into their inbox and I said, something along the lines of, hey, like, thank you so much for, showing some love on my post. It took a lot of, like, I was really nervous to post it, and like just you taking the time out of your day to like that and to, just show your support means everything to me. And I just wanted to thank you so much. And, some I would tweak and say, thank you so much. I just wanted to thank you. I'm not sure if you had any interest in what I'm doing with my health and fitness journey, or or the business side of things, but regardless, I just wanted to say thank you. And that, I feel like, set me up for like such success, because now like I'm talking to a lot of these people that I haven't talked to in a while. I mean, like, I don't talk to 300 or 400 people on a daily basis. So I feel like that really helped me, just kind of set me up for success with it. So also during December, I probably posted, I was trying to work myself into it and just work my way into it. And I posted probably 1 to 2 times a day, mostly just 1 time a day. So yeah, and I think, yeah, true. I think the wording is just like so important, because you want to like treat all of these as, and you don't just want to copy and paste and throw a bunch of invites out or throw a bunch of this out. Like, taking the time to like really be personal with these is really important, which I tried to do too. Because like, if these are people that I haven't talked to, I'm like, asking about their family or asking what they're doing, things like that. So throughout December, I was kind of, learning. I was starting to slowly post. I'd post like 1 to 2 times a day, and I started talking about it more frequently. Just to my coworkers at work, it was just kind of like a comfortable thing because I was seeing such great results. I mean, I lost like 22 pounds in 2 months, which is just crazy. So I was like, feeling good, and I just wanted to talk about it. So I started to just slowly talk about it. So towards the end of December, I found out that I got picked to be in Zach's Level Up Leadership group, which whenever I saw my name on that, I like immediately texted Rebecca. I'm like, Rebecca, why am I in this group? Like, I'm brand new. Why in the world am I in this group? Like, I do not feel like I deserve to be in here. And she was like, like that just shows that like they see potential in you, and they see that you can do really good things in this business, and that you're so like that you're brand new, but you're like doing like they just see potential in you, and they see you as a leader, and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, cool. So I found that out at the end of December, and yeah, I was just really excited about that, and I thought it was so cool, and I thought that this was going to really help my business. So by the end of December, I started making different goals for myself, and for Kelsey, we made our 12-week plans and how we were going to get there, and broke it down, which really helped me to kind of have everything written out and see, okay, this is what I want to get to, and this is how I'm gonna do it. Not just saying, okay, I want to hit Success Club 10, but like, all right, how am I gonna hit Success Club 10? Like, how am I gonna get there? So we wrote all these things out and like really was specific in our goals. And I remember January 1st, Kelsey posted in our team page and said, all right, everyone, write down what your goals are for this month and what you want to try and hit. And I'm thinking like, oh my God, I don't even know. Like, I don't even know what I should try and shoot for. So I wrote Success Club 10 because I was like, okay, I think I could definitely help 5 people. And I'm like, 4 weeks later, it's 26, which is just still crazy to me. So basically January is where I really buckled down and realized what this business could do, and how important it is to just like buckle down and just freaking do it. Like, and that's the thing. I feel like I didn't do anything that's special or anything like crazy. Like, I'm literally just doing what you're supposed to be doing. Oh, sorry, I can't see that. Oh, okay. I think whenever I just started like really talking to people more is when I realized that I could help more people. So I think that's just kind of what helped me there. Like after like a few people, it was just like, oh my gosh, awesome. And I just started to talk about it and everything like that. I'll get to my why in a little bit, but so yeah, so basically for the leadership training, basically every single day we had to read a chapter in a book, and then post the takeaways, what we got from the chapters, and post our completed power hour. And I like really took that to heart. I took that as a non-negotiable. Like, every single day I would read that book and I would highlight it, and I would not just read it and, randomly write crap as the takeaway. Like, I would really like focus and really just like focus and just do it, because I didn't want to like half-ass something. Because why did we get picked for this group if we're just gonna like not take it seriously? So I made sure that every single day I would read that chapter, I would post my takeaways in there, and I would do my power hour. Yeah, and I made sure that I would post on social media 2 to 3 times, and I just did that. I made it a non-negotiable, and I would set up my week by thinking about different ideas for posts. And I feel like I just started to like brainstorm more and realize that like what I should be doing. So and the thing is, like, I think for for my busy schedule, like the first week I yeah, Kelsey. The first week that I was like of January, whenever I started doing the power hours, I would do them after work. And I was like kind of tired, and I felt like I wasn't giving it my all. But then that, like, I think that made me realize that there's so many times during our days that we can just focus on one little thing. So for example, like while I'm at work and we're driving to a news story, when I'm with a videographer, if he's driving and we're driving to a story like 20 minutes away, I'm using that 20 minutes to send out invites. If I'm mic'd up and I'm ready to do a live shot, don't tell my boss this, but I have my scripts like all ready to go. I'm like going through my inbox and responding to people. So I feel like, a lot of people, we're all busy, right? I mean, I work like 40 to 50 hours a week, and I have to wake up so early. I'm going to bed early, like my schedule doesn't necessarily match up with everyone's. I'm trying to go to bed at like 6-7 o'clock, and doesn't always happen, obviously, but just taking like random times throughout your day and fitting it in, because I'm sure a lot of us don't necessarily sit down for 1 hour and do our power hours. You're fitting them into different sections of your day, and like if that's what it takes for you to like get it done, then you have to do it that way. So every morning, I would wake up for work. I'd like plan a podcast for my ride into work. I would get I'll write my story I'll take 45 minutes to write my story for the day. And then, I do like live shots every half hour. So it's starting at 5 a.m. until 8 o'clock. So I'll be doing them every half hour. And in between those live shots, when I'm not necessarily busy, like that's when I'm doing my power hour. So I think that there's times in our day that we just have to decide like what's important, like I want to watch this episode of The Bachelor, and I haven't caught up on that episode from Monday, but today, I came here, I went home and I did my workout, and then I met Rebecca, and then I came back and did this. So I think you just have to like really prioritize what you just like your goals. Like I just made those things non-negotiables, and I feel like if you go into a month with those non-negotiables in your mind, like, okay, every single day I'm going to post on social media 3 times. And even, I started thinking, because I started kind of just posting about the challenge groups and not the business. And Kelsey was like, all right, start talking about the business. So now I'm filtering those in. So I think you just have to like have those non-negotiables when you go into a month, and it'll like help set you up for a successful month. Another thing, like I was just excited about it. I would talk about it all the time. If someone asked like how was, like, I don't know, like random people that I'd be out on stories with, they'd like, who I've seen before or interviewed before, like months ago, they're like, oh my gosh, you look so great. Like, what are you doing? Like you just get excited about it, and that's like what it's all about, just getting excited and like helping people. So, and I never like go into a conversation with like, all right, I'm going to sell this person a challenge pack, like mentality, you just kind of go in as just talking to them and just, saying, hey, or thanking them for liking your post. So I don't think, I don't know. I don't think you have to necessarily try and sell something, obviously. You're just sharing your journey, which I think is so cool. Because when you're sharing your journey, people are going to ask, but you also have to be doing those invites too. And I mostly during the month of January, I was inviting probably between 10 and 20 people every single day, and making those invites personal. Because like, you can't just, copy and paste invites. You have to tweak it for that individual person, or they're just not going to respond. So I think it's just kind of like taking the time to really doing that, and talking to a lot of people, but also just making those invites personal. And that's kind of what I was doing too. And I was thinking, Kelsey asked me to speak on another coaching or team coaching call on Monday. And I was like trying to come up with, like, I was looking at the names on that the people that I've signed up this month. I'm thinking, how did I get this person to sign up? Or like, how did they, you know, get to signing up? And I was like going through the list, and like there were like 3 people that are from work who just like saw how genuinely excited I was about it. And they were excited about the 80-day obsession. And I had a conversation with the girl as we were getting ready in the makeup room. And she's like, oh, like, I just wish I could have like this, my old body back, you know, like I used to have abs and now I don't, blah, blah, blah. And just by taking 10 minutes of my day to like have a conversation with her and explain like what this is and like how I think this would be a perfect fit for her, because she's already like I just knew 80-day obsession would be perfect for her. So like that, those were like a few people from work. And then she asked her mom to do it, which was awesome. And then a few other people I was going through. This one girl I started a conversation with, like when I first started, like thanking her for liking my post. And she, like we would have a conversation, things would be really good. And then she would stop responding, which is fine. I mean, I think we all get it. You know, if you click out of the message, sometimes you just forget, or the other person will just forget. That's why you have to follow up. So then she wouldn't message, and then I message her. I'm like, hey, I hope you had a good Christmas. I just wanted to check in with you to see, you know, like if you had any other questions. And then, you know, we're just like talking about, oh, she's living in Erie. Erie just got 6 feet of snow over Christmas. So I'm like asking about that. I'm like, hey, like, oh my gosh, like, did you have to deal with all this snow? Blah, blah, blah. And we had like a little conversation. So it's like never in my mind was I like, okay, like I just want to get this girl signed up, you know? And I think just developing those relationships with those people is just really huge. And it really, so like that was a girl that I just followed up with like several times. A few other people, I mean, they're just like, it's just being consistent and showing that, you know, you're genuine and that you want to help people. And I think you just have to show that through your posts too, and not just throwing up like random posts on social media. Obviously we want to keep posting, but we want to make sure we take the time into posting like good quality posts, because people read them, you know, and people see that that you're genuine. And the reason why I wanted to work with Rebecca, like I have like several people or several friends that are Beachbody coaches, but I knew Rebecca was so consistent. Like she was always posting, she's always talking about it. And like that stuff matters, you know, like I like took that and I'm like, oh my gosh, she's awesome. You know, she's posting all the time. So I want to be involved, and I want to work with her. And I know that she's not going to like leave me out to dry, because she's serious about this. So I think, it's just showing that you're genuine. Yeah. And it shows like your future challengers that, you're serious. And that's kind of like, I've just kind of shouted off of her a little bit too, just how like she does things, and stuff like that. So I think, and like Rebecca said, like I've kind of like starting off, I just kind of, you know, like we have all of these resources out in front of us. Like we have, you know, we have the FAQ, and we have all of these, like these tools that are, you know, coaches like lay out for us. And we just have to take advantage of them, I think. Because even whenever I got that little blue box in the mail, and I just started reading through it, and I'm thinking, oh, what's this National Wake Up Call? I'm like, oh, maybe I'll follow this Team Beachbody coach account on Instagram. So I just started scrolling, and I'm like creeping through all this stuff. I'm like, oh, if I call this number, I'll like just listen to this girl talk. So I was listening to an awesome coach talk. And I remember actually her saying, this coach has been coaching for years. She's like, yeah, I'm really pushing for Success Club 30. And I was asking Rebecca, I'm like, what's Success Club? What's Success Club 30? She's like, basically it's when you help 15 people. And I remember this was in December, and I remember like listening to that and thinking, holy crap, that sounds impossible. 15 people, that's so much for 1 month. And now I'm like so close to that. But so I just thought that was kind of funny too. But I think, you know, we have all these resources out in front of us, and we just like, I just think that I've just taken advantage of these resources. You know, I've made things non-negotiables, and I went into the month you know, with that in mind, you know, I need to do my power hour every day. I can't watch TV, or I can't, you know, do this or that until I get these done. So I think that kind of helped too. And I know I've only been doing this for like a couple months, but as far as my vision goes, honestly, I did this originally because I needed some extra income. Kelsey knows, and any other reporters in the group know, we get paid literal dirt. Like, I'll go to like court cases, and the judge asks whoever's freaking on the stand how much money they make, and they are making more money than me. These people that are being thrown in jail are making more money than I am. It just makes me sick to my stomach, first of all. But I'm like, I just needed like an extra outlet to like help, you know. Originally I was like, okay, I went into this and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to put everything onto my student loans and try and get my student loans faster. But I'm kind of using it as an outlet to help me pay off my student loans, but also to help me build my savings account. Because after moving out and, you know, with the rent and every other expense that we have just in life, I know that I needed to build up a savings account. Part of my 12-week goals, income-wise, I wanted to earn $1,000 and put that towards my savings in 12 weeks. And after 4 weeks, I'm just $200 shy of that, which is crazy. Like, I can't even, like, it's just absolutely unreal. And it's crazy that, like, this is literally from just, like, sharing what I love doing, which is just crazy. Like, I like can't get over, I just can't get over it, you know? Like, I'm able to, like, get my student loans paid off faster, and I'm able to, like, just, like, create this, like, and after I'm able to, you know, create that, like, more savings, and I'm able to help pay off my student loans, like, I just think of, like, everything that this opportunity can give to me, you know. Like, I just, like, have, like different visions and for my life and whatnot. Like, I want to live on the, like, I want to have a beach house on the water, and I just, like, freaking can picture that every single day. And it's just like really remarkable that this is an opportunity that we have. Portland, yes. 70. So it's just, like, really cool that this is something that, like, we're doing like, a lot of us are doing part-time, and we can, like, create this life for ourselves. You know, and I love reporting, and I love anchoring, and I love everything that has to do with my job. But I mean, it takes a toll on you after a while. It's a lot. And I know that it might not be something that I want to do for the rest of my life. And to be able to have Beachbody as a way that I could be able to stay home, or whenever I start a family, I can have that, and I can do that, is just incredible. So that's kind of what my vision is. And I just, yeah, like, I went into this, first of all, saying no 1,000 times. What better way to get into something, right? But when I just knew that this was something that this is something that I could see myself doing. And I think, you know, as a new coach, and I think all new coaches, you just have to get out of your head and don't think about the people that could bring you down, or the things that could go wrong. And you just have to think about what could go right and what has gone right, which is just crazy. So I think that's all I have. But yeah, I just, like, feel humbled that, first of all, I was asked to speak on this call. And yeah.
Well, I think you got our largest attendance ever on this team call. It was like 38 people at one point, which was absolutely amazing. And you absolutely crushed it. I mean, the thing is, and I think that everybody looks for this solution on how to be successful as a coach, and it's as simple as what you just said. It's consistency. It's being willing to get outside of your comfort zone and being 150% obsessed with it. And like Natalie said, it, like, really brought me back, like, watching you and getting all giggly. Like, you're just like, oh my God, this is the best thing ever. And I was like, that's how it should be. That's how it should feel. You know, it's not like, I don't think that this business is if I guess my thing is like, if you notice, and I noticed myself this week, just feeling so stressed and so overwhelmed, and then I get on this call and I just see you smiling and talking about how much you love it, and I'm like, that's what this is, you know? It's just such an amazing opportunity, and the fact that you already made $800 in 4 weeks, that's just the beginning for you. And it's just, I don't know, like I know there's so many new coaches on this call. We still have 10 minutes. So if any of the new coaches or anybody on this call has any questions for Lauren, I know she needs to sleep soon because she's got to work 6 hours. I feel you. Does anybody have any questions or any comments for her? You're new even if you're not new in this business, guys, like sometimes like you just need to hear it. I needed to hear it. It's as simple as doing your power hour daily and emptying your inbox.
I have a question. You said that you do your work kind of like on the go, which I try to do as well. How do you keep every day you post your tracker and it's so beautiful and like organized? How do you keep that organized when you're like not always next to it? Because that's my problem. I feel like I'm working, and then at the end of the night, I'm like, did I even do anything? Because I can't write it all down.
Yeah,
sorry, my husband is cheering about a game behind us.
Oh. I always take it with me. So I always have like my planner, which is like a hardback, I guess, or it's like harder. And I'll just take it with me because I'll do that too, where I just start, I'm either scrolling and I'm like liking, or I'm, randomly talking to like a few people. But I feel like if I don't write it down, it like doesn't count, So I feel like I just take it with me. So I just take it with me. I put it in my purse and I have it in there. And, a lot of the time I'm doing live shots from a car. So I'm sitting in a car for like 3 or 4 hours in the morning and just put the overhead light on and just, I'll just write it. Cause sometimes I'll do that too, where like I think it was yesterday or the day before, I literally did not have time to do it in the morning. I had to do it later in the evening. Just from like everything that was crazy that was happening during the day. But yeah, like I think if you bring it with you and just whenever you are, just kind of, I don't know, pull it out and start filling it out too. Cause I think that helps too. Cause like if I'll be scrolling, or if I'll be liking stuff, or I'll be doing this, or responding to different messages. But if I don't see it written on the paper, I'm like, oh, okay. So I don't know if that helps.
Yes, thank you so much. I know I need to keep it with me. That would make a lot more sense. At the end of the night, I'm like, did I even do my power hour? Even though I've talked to like the amount of connections that I'm supposed to for the day. So staying organized is key with that. Thank you.
Yeah, that's good too, Stephanie. Sometimes I do that too. Or I'll see a person's name pop up and I'm like, oh, like that's someone I haven't talked to, but that's someone I've been meaning to talk to. So you see it, you screenshot it, and then, later during the day, you can go back to it. That's really helpful.
Lauren, Tiffany asked, what did you feel was most helpful from your coach whenever you were getting started right?
Honestly, I think Rebecca really helped me with my coming out post, which I was so nervous to post. And I mean, I think I gave her like 3 different options that looked literally identical. So I feel like just having that support. And I think we talked about this during the leadership training too, just how what a big difference it is to have conversations with your people like every day or every other day. Just shooting them a quick, like even my challengers right now, I try and like stay in contact with them like a few, like every other day or so, just to check in. Because those little messages I feel like make such a big difference. Because they're reading that and they're like, oh my gosh, like when Rebecca would text me, I'd be like, oh my God, yeah, I'm doing something right or whatever. So I think just, I think just kind of showing that you're genuine, I feel like, and the coming out post was really helpful too. So just, I feel like having those conversations with your coaches too, just like on a regular basis helps them feel like they're doing something right and they're being recognized, even though it's just through a text message or whatnot. Yeah, through communication.
Anybody else? Any more questions for Lauren? Comments?
concerns.
Well, Lauren, thank you so much for staying up late for us and talking to us. I know that a lot of coaches on here really needed to hear it, and how it's literally like every time I'm like, what is it that makes a successful coach from a non-successful coach? And honestly, it comes from desire, and it comes from like willingness to just go after what they want. And it's really fun watching you. It's really fun going up against you, and I'm excited to see what you do in February, because you're bringing out my competitive side, and I love it. So it's been a lot of fun. But so thanks, Lauren. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Recording up tomorrow probably, and next week we have Moira on our team call. Moira is number 5 in the company. So she's going to be talking to us, and she's going to give me her topic in the next couple of days. But she is just a phenomenal speaker. I had the chance to meet her at our Super Saturday, not last one, but the one before that. And we just developed an awesome friendship, and her team ended up in the top 10, and I was just like, girl, can you speak to our team? And she was like, sure. So she's going to be speaking to us next week, and she's amazing. Like I said, we got to listen to her leadership too, and everything that comes out of her mouth, and the way that she's rallying her team is just unbelievable. So you'll definitely won't want to miss that one. So that's what we got for you guys next week. Thank you guys so much for coming on. It was really freaking cool seeing 38 people on this call at one time. I will see you guys next week.
Bye.